Thousands of international students took to the streets across Canada this week in a wave of protests against the new immigration policies that have been introduced by the federal government of the country. According to reports, the demonstrations, which drew approximately 70,000 students, occurred in major provinces including Prince Edward Island, Ontario, and British Columbia. The protests came in response to a series of immigration reforms that have left many international students fearing deportation. In 2021, Canada abolished the post-graduation work permit program, which had previously allowed international students to gain valuable work experience in the country after completing their studies. Now, in June, the Canadian government further tightened regulations by announcing that foreign nationals would no longer be able to apply for a PGWP at the border. This decision has sparked fears among students who are concerned about their future in Canada, and it has also sparked a lot of reactions in Nigeria, having in mind that we have a lot of our students in Canada. I mean, that's one of the countries that people think of going to when they think of, you know, the Japa slang that we use here in Nigeria. Chief Luckyman,
yes.
How do you react to this?
Well, I don't blame the Canadian government for what they are trying to do. You see, if our systems were working in this country, you wouldn't want to see any student in Nigeria leave to go and study abroad. Research has shown that in the U.S. that the most educated blacks are Nigerians, and they contribute immensely to the growth of the economy. But as we all know, the government of Canada today is battling a series of internal issues within themselves. They are having housing issues. There is crisis over there, accommodation crisis and other issues. It's a crisis, and all they're trying to say is, look, if you used to admit 100 students, foreign students before now, of which Nigerians are also part of them, please, you have to reduce this number to say 65. Cut down on it. We just do away with 35%. We don't need them.
Wow.
We need to fix our economy first. There's the need to fix our economy, because if we don't fix our economy, we also will be having series of issues. It's affecting us because we have a bad government here, and we see that it's an opportunity for we to get, a better life over there. Now, if you look at what is going on, before now, international students go there, they do their postgraduate, after their masters, they get a job there and they begin to work. Working there means you work for a period of time, you can bring in somebody else from Nigeria, and that person comes in as a support system, you're supporting somebody else. But now they are saying, look, we don't want you to work again. In fact, from the border, we have stopped. That policy is abolished. That's going to affect
a lot of us.
So if I am going, I know that I can't carry you because I don't have a job. Assuming I'm successful, I'm part of that 65% that they will take. Even after graduation, I need to get out of the country because they will not offer me a job.
All right, Chief Luckyman, thank you. Mufasa.
I think he has said most of the things I would have equally wanted to say. The government of Canada, they have a responsibility to put their people first, whether I would like it or not. And as part of that, they are trying to see how they can reduce the pressure of foreigners, trooping into the country. And if that is a policy that they would use to sanitize their system, good and fine. I know we are worried today because I can tell you for free that Nigerians will make up to 80% of the international students they are talking about. That's my honest belief. And if that is the case, you could imagine what that would do to a lot of people depend on those. We can imagine people who are schooling there are the ones even sending money to take care of their people here in Nigeria. And their students over there struggling, at the same time schooling and all of that. Now they are being faced with this kind of policy. No blame on the part of those people. It's their country. In the 70s, in the 80s, and even in the early 90s, people will also offer scholarship abroad and they don't even want to go because they prefer to stay in their country. You could imagine what has changed is because of bad leadership. Our fathers will tell you that in the olden days, people after being offered scholarship, they struggle to come back because there's so much to do in this country. But now, after your first degree, you do master's, you do PhD, you still be driving keke. It is that bad. You still be driving keke as a
Yes,
PhD holder.
yes. I saw a PhD holder yesterday driving keke.
You still be driving
I was
keke.
so shocked.
So
I was like, what are you doing?
so that same man struggles to go to abroad, go to Europe and America and Asia, and go and be doing menial jobs. All in the name of trying. He will go back to start from a first degree just for him to get study visa. It is that bad. So it's a wake-up call for us as a people to put pressure on our leaders. Pressure so that they should do the right thing. Nigeria is operating a democratic system of government. Our leaders are forgetting that fact. That's why they are not bringing that suppressive military, style into the system of government. But we'll keep reminding them this is a democracy and we'll continue to speak.
But first,